Okay, we're live. I'm sorry I'm late. I had customers. I'm Stephanie. Welcome to Girlie Talk. And make sure you hit like, subscribe, share. This is unedited, unrehearsed, all of that. I'm with a special guest today. Tell them who you are.
Hi, my name is Jaylen. Nice to see everybody. Hope y'all having a good day.
You like to cross-dress.
Yes.
And so we're here to talk about makeup. You did yourself up today. You look cute.
Thank you.
Love all of that. So there's so much going on. I'm going to Mesquite tonight to perform. It's a benefit thing. I try to give to the community and help out. But this
Where's
is like
at?
Is at a club called Envy. It's beautiful.
Really?
And I believe it's the same owners that used to own Share here in town. But it's a beautiful club. The people are extremely friendly. It's kind of like Beverly Hills meets the Beverly Hillbillies. There's a lot of money in Mesquite, but it's very country at the same time.
Right.
And then a lot of people have moved from Vegas to Mesquite. I mean, the houses there, oh my God, they're incredible. Some of them are so freaking expensive. And I remember when you could live there for nothing, it was nothing but trailer parks.
Exactly. Yeah, but now everybody's going there.
So anyway, who's on? Hey, honey, it's nice to see you. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
In Mesquite tonight, then next week is the fanciest fuck. They call it the fanciest F's the way they advertise it, but it's the fanciest fuck party. And give me this hair. So I have a client that's just no. Just lift up the wig head. Oh, don't touch the front of the hair. Oh, no, baby. Just grab the neck of the wig.
Like this?
Turn it around. No, you're touching the front. Never mind. It's messed up. Never mind. No, never mind. It's messed up. I don't want them to see it when I have to redo it. Girl, you just have to drive the neck of the head. That's all right. Don't touch it. Don't touch. Okay. It's already messed up. I'm being a bitch now. You already messed it up. So I have to
slap my hand.
Oh, you're not Mika.
Oh, okay.
So I won't slap you.
Okay.
I'll just slap your hand. No, it took like 3 hours altogether to do that. I had to redo it. It's like this big, but it's for a client. He's going to be out at the bar crawl. He cross-dresses, but he likes to do drag. Like he likes all the makeup and all of that. And he's big, a big muscle guy. Straight, or should say bisexual. So I have like all these different costumes and stuff. I have like a snow queen, a snowflake. We're doing some Halloween stuff. Hi, Heidi. It's nice to see you.
Bye.
So, and then that's next week. Oh. And then Saturday is coronation for the court. I'm probably not going to go to our friend Bill Schramm. He's a former emperor. We were going together and he was in a bad car accident and died. It still has the community really
shook up. Huh?
Yeah, he was like 70 something. And old age didn't get him. It was a car wreck. And then my friend Helen 12 Trees, who was in the car, it messed up her leg. She's like for a year, it's like in recovery because I don't think she'll be there. I don't know for a fact. I do know they've messed up. The leg got messed up and broken, but someone had said that she's going to be out of work for a minimum of a year because of how messed up the leg is. She might not be able to walk again. And Helen's like one of the best costumers I've ever seen. I mean, right up there with Bob Mackie and stuff, and does all of that beautiful work. And then the 17th, which is the following Saturday, at Badlands, there's a benefit show that a few people are getting together to do. And I really try to help the community because they've been so good to me over the years. So I like to give back. They're doing, the awful thing that happened in Colorado Springs with the shooting. Yeah. So we're raising money to send because there's still families that are having a hard time with the people that died and they can't afford everything. So
can't afford funerals and services and all that
I mean,
stuff.
People don't realize it costs almost as much to die as it does to be born. It's just crazy.
Probably more.
Yeah, it's nuts. So
more.
How are you? Tell us all about you.
I'm great. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive. Like you just said.
How old are you?
I'm 65.
She's 65. Yay. We love that. So you're originally from New Orleans.
No, my wife was from New Orleans.
Oh, your wife. That's it.
But I was from New York. I've lived in Vegas for
New Orleans, New York had the same attitude. It's like, how you doing?
From the city, though.
Yeah, it's how you doing.
Right, how you doing? How you doing? But I've lived here a long time and just kind of getting into this.
It's nice to sit with someone. I'm reading Mika right now that likes to put makeup on.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
do.
just fucking with her because I know she's going to watch this.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think it's all part of the presentation.
So how long have you been dressing?
Well, seriously, just for a couple years.
But you've been dressing how long?
Like off and on, like trying on mom's clothes and stuff in teenage years.
When did you get into the makeup end of it?
Not till probably I started coming to see you.
Oh, okay. So you do your own makeup and stuff now. Oh, pull up the picture that I did of you.
Oh yeah.
Do you have your?
Yeah, it's in. I did it.
Okay. Anyway, we'll let her get that. And this whole back room is nothing but like a Christmas mess. I'm doing lots of costumes for Christmas. I'll show you this for the Fanciest Fuck show. This is one of the costumes I made too, and it's like all beaded fringe and get up close. It's the rhinestones, all of that. I'm making a pair of leopard pants, and the leopard pants are going to be worn with that. And then this is some bra. This is part of the Snow Queen outfit that I'm doing. So, and it has a big sequin and fur coat that goes with it, and then a big headdress and all of that. So, okay. So this is her when I did her makeup, and I put her in short hair. She's a lot of fun. So tell us what's the most, and I want you to ask questions about makeup that, because I love my dressers. I love my girls. And I kind of look at myself. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm a girl with a U and a woman with a Y, but when I get serious with people, I tell them I'm an enhanced man. I'm never going to be an actual female, but I do live this way, and I've had body work done. So technically I'm a pre-op transsexual because I still got the jump, but I don't kind of put myself in any of that label. I like drag, and I like makeup, and I like hair, and some days I don't like to wear a lot, other days I like to pile it on. I've always had skin issues and stuff like that. Finding out that the skin issues has been a diabetic thing. I went to the doctor recently.
That was interesting to find out, huh?
Yeah, I have some major things going on, but I've rechanged my lifestyle again, and they've upped my insulin, and one of those little pins is supposed to last 38 days. No, the way he has me taking it, it's going to be gone in 2 weeks. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm feeling better, and the skin issues, yeah, what I thought was part of it, but the main problem was the diabetes that brings on that stuff that I didn't realize. And now it's finally getting better than what it was. And I was an artist and have a master's in fine art. So makeup and everything's kind of come naturally, a little easier for me. And plus I like to try crazy things. And I'm glad that a lot of dressers, their attitude toward makeup has changed a lot, because a lot more of them are liking it now. For years, I would get people in, and it would be the fight even to put a little eyeliner on them because they're scared to look like a drag queen. And when you ask them, well, what's a drag queen look like? Now they think it's like the RuPaul with the nails out to here and the eyebrows. But a lot of them don't understand the difference between stage, real life, and camouflage, and even females camouflage.
Sure they do.
It's just, you got to practice, you got to have fun. I went to makeup school, did all of that, and I love it. And I love making people beautiful. But what are some of the challenges for you doing your own makeup?
Well, I think a lot of it is covering.
Like beard? Yeah. Okay, so let me explain how you can do that. There's a couple of ways. Let me get this. I'll be right back and talk to them for a second, and this will help you.
Oh, and thank you, Glad Fan 89. Yeah, Stephanie does really great things at the shop for people, and it's amazing.
So I have 2 palettes here, and I'll just show you. This is a color corrective. I don't know if you can see it because of the lights. It has a green, a purple, a yellow, peachy tones, then more into the African American tones, and these are color correctives. And then these are contours and highlighters. You can contour and highlight with a cream, or you can do it with a powder, or a little bit of both. So I'm going to explain about a skeleton contouring. that's kind of the latest thing right now, but it's been around for a long time. So the color corrective stuff. So if you have a lot of blue around your eye, which usually means you're dehydrated, you're going to want to use a little bit of yellow underneath your eye and then your foundation on top. If you have, and you blend your foundation into that, of course, and less is best around your eyes. Because sometimes I like to pile it on when I'm going on stage, and it's like, oh my gosh, she looks 100 years old. In your bearded area, depending on your skin tone. So, for instance, the green, if you have a lot of red in your skin, the green cancels out the red. So you pick it, do that. But another trick is just get a foundation, like some type of olive. And olives can be very tricky because I actually have olive skin. And people are like, no, you don't. Yes, I do. My undertones are olive. And I do a light olive from Miron. It comes in, let's see if I have some. Well, it comes in a stick like this, but it also comes in a little tub, and I like it better, and it's a high definition. And I have red in my skin, so by using that olive, which matches my skin better too, because I'm very light, it will cancel out the red. Or you can do it this way too. If you have heavy beard cover, and that will also help cancel out beard. If you have like a blue-black beard, you want to use purple, like where it's real heavy.
You just have to try and practice.
And you put it in your heaviest areas, and you blend out, and then you put your foundation on top of it.
So that's different than using that orange.
Well, the piece just made for, once again, different skin tone colors. So never put red lipstick on your face. Do not put red as a beard cover. That doesn't cancel out anything. It just makes your foundation look more red. That, huh? Yeah, you go on YouTube and you say all the time, oh, use this lipstick, use this red. Lipstick is made for lips, not for your skin. And I do love cosmetics that you can use it a couple of different ways. However, most stuff is either made for the eyes, the cheeks, the lips. They're made just for those areas. And if you use them in other areas, you can break out and you can have problems.
So she says she likes the Mayron.
Yeah, I like that too. I use a light to medium foundation stick, and I sell it here in the store too, and I do sell it online. I am doing the Grinch I'm working in the Christmas Eve show. I forgot about that with Jim, aka Norma, at the Phoenix Christmas Eve. So I'm doing the Grinch. It's going to be a fun, crazy, silly show. And hopefully there'll be a lot of people out. So you can also just get the sticks of Miron, and like
is that yellow?
This is straight up yellow. Is
that like similar to what's in this package?
It's similar. Yeah, this is a different brand,
right? Yeah.
And this isn't as thick as Miron, because Miron is buildable in the tub, but the sticks are just thick to begin with. And I use those for stage because of the spotlights.
Right.
Because a light foundation, when you have a bunch of spotlights on you, it will bleed through and you'll see things you don't want to see. And the difference between like European people and American people when it comes to makeup is American women almost wears a mask when we put our makeup on. European people, they don't necessarily, the women over there, they have a blemish. Let me cover the blemish and that's it. They don't really wear a lot of foundation. Now some do, but just as a whole. Really? It's more about the lipstick at a certain time of day. Or it's just about the eyeliner. It's kind of the way it was in the 40s and 50s here in America. Let's see who maybe it's trade. Oh, it's my friend James. What does he have to say? This is the man I just am enamored of. Oh, baby, look at that.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my. Let me say something to him. Oh, sweet daddy Jesus. I love all of that. Oh, yeah, he's a dick of death. I love him.
Oh, my goodness.
He's been so far up me and in me and sideways.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he owns it. Yeah, he's
Lucky
everything. Oh, yeah. Let me see who this is. Oh, I don't. Everyone's texting me now.
Oh, my
So,
Lord. Oh.
Anyway, so we have that. So, I don't know who that is.
Somebody from a foreign land.
It looks like it's Middle Eastern. I don't know.
Kind of, yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what he's going to say. But anyway, so Other questions about makeup?
I think blush and
Okay.
Highlight.
Highlight.
Is that what you call it? No.
Okay, so highlighting is the most contouring.
Yeah, contouring. That's
so
what.
Highlighting is really the most important thing, especially over a certain age, and especially even if you're on hormones and stuff. Hormones, they do change your skin, but they don't. I'm not going to get into all of that because I'll offend some people, but it can help change your skin. But so can eating right. And taking care. Too much of anything is bad. Let's see. Oh, this is James. Hey, sweetie, I'm live on on YouTube right now. I'll talk to you in a little bit. You can send me some more dirty pictures if you like. Can't wait for him to come back into town, baby. I got the built up energy. So anyway, highlighting and contouring will change your face. Too much contour can make you look older if you don't put some color back into it, because color's your friend. So a really easy way, you can change your shape of your face any way you want, but you're going to contour through here, through here, through here, and even through here if you're not wearing bangs or anything, and then contouring on your eyes. I really didn't do anything. I have some powder on and some eyeliner. I was in a hurry. I was running late today, and then I had customers and I was late for this. So that's why I removed my beard and everything to make it a little easier.
Right.
But tonight I'm going to be piled down in a bunch of makeup. So when you do your cheeks this way, it's going to make your face look whiter when you go straight across. When you come down with it, it's going to make your face look thinner. If you do it like in a C cup, even if you don't have naturally high cheekbones, it can give that like that share cheek illusion. And the T is to blend, 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 blend. So it's going to start underneath your cheekbone.
Right.
And you're going to blend it. And then after you're done, you're going to put some color and bring the color. You can, like, if you're doing characters, that's a little different. But just for a normal woman look, you're going to bring it about to here and put some color. And you're going to put it on top of that and then blend it together. Now, an easier way to do all of this is, and you can even do it on your eyes, is while your foundation, before you powder, if you go in, it's called underpainting, and you do a darker, like a brownish foundation, or foundation stick, or like this color right here, there's a brown, or this color, depending on how light or dark you are. And you do the same thing. Then you powder over it all after you blend it and get it. And then you powder, and then you just go back and you put the color. And now lining your lips or not to line your lips. Now, once again, depending on where you're going and what you're doing, your real shape of your lips, not the shape of your lips. A lot of people don't have pretty shaped lips. Just, lining your lips, you can do it several ways. You can also make them look fuller by going just a little bit above, because too thin of your lips makes you look like one of those old 1890s, I'm judging you type
bitch. My top lip is kind of thin.
It is, but it's still nice. On camera, it looks different than it does in person. On camera, it doesn't look like there's a lot, but in person, there's more. So the way you do it, right above, you can take a brown, you can take the same color as your lip. I like just a little bit darker to define your lip. And then you can, old-fashioned way is you can take brown and line it. You can make it any shape you want. Blend all of that. Then take
a brush
with your fingers, a Q-tip, a brush. But blend that line into your lips. Then go over it with the same color pencil as your lipstick. Now, the trick I like, and it's an old trick, fill your lips in with that pencil. Now, you don't have to do that because they make a lipstick now that lasts, that won't rub off or anything like that. But I had a client, I don't like my lips lined because I feel like I look like a drag queen. Well, it depends on how dark you go with it. But he had no lips and he needed them defined. Because part of looking feminine is a nice lip.
Right. I agree.
That's
Michelle
part of it.
has a comment there about that.
It can, depending, and you're right, it can, but it also depends on the type of lip liner you use, because reds have a tendency of bleeding more. That's where you get these little lines. And if you have a lot of little lines up here, the lip liner only does so much. You'll still get these little cracks and stuff through here. I can always tell who's a smoker. Like when you zoom in on Reba McEntire, I don't know if she smokes, but I'm assuming she does
Really?
because when you zoom in on her, and granted she's almost 70, but still, there's all these little lines that look like smoker lines. And I, you know how I am with my characters. I'm obsessed. I like really study them and look at everything. The color stay, the Revlon, that's all right. There's other ones that are better out there than Revlon, but if you don't want to spend that much money on that, you can do like what I said with the liner. You can do the brown or the regular, just regular color, but the brown will give it a little more depth. It will make your lips look a little plumper, and then you go with your regular color and fill your lip in. That's going to stop your lip from bleeding and last longer. And then put your lipstick on top, and then I like a semi-matte, meaning it still has a little cream, but it slightly mattes. I don't like a full matte. Full matte's great for pictures. But I still like that kind of 80s, the juicy lips, but you have to touch them up all the time. So the way you can do that is you do the liner, all of that. Then you put the lipstick on, and then you can put your lip gloss on top of it. And it will last a long time, a really, really long time. And then you can always, after you do your lip liner, if you take a little bit of setting spray and just dab it, that can help too.
That's a good trick.
I mean, they're old tricks, but they work, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on that. So when you go to highlight yourself, just decide how you want your face shaped. It's always best to go with your own natural shape. So usually it's going to be lighter through here. Look at the way the light's hitting you, but lighter through here. If you have no chin, you can highlight through here. But usually people are dark through here. So you're going to highlight through here, and then you're going to, and like, I use an Almay highlighter.
When you say
and
that's like a white color kind of?
No, it's a lighter color than your foundation. It can be white, but the concealer I use is heat activated. So I rub it between my fingers, and I use these fingers next to my little fingers because it has less pressure. And I put it right through here like this, and I pat it in, but then I take a brush and I spread it out so it's not so heavy through here, so it doesn't pick up all of my other little lines as much. You can also, like I have this big line through here. I did that when I was doing laser rejuvenation. It just, I don't know why. It's like this side's not as bad as this side. This is the side I sleep on. So I highlight through here a lot of times. And there's also,
what does that do again?
Highlighting brings things forward. Contouring brings things back. So you can change your makeup. You can highlight all this way. You can highlight in a triangle. You can highlight this way. You can make your nose look longer and come all the way down. You can stop it. I mean, it's endless the way you can round out your forehead a little more, because female foreheads, as a rule, aren't flat. They're a little more rounded. So, but the color stays all right, but
it's can be overwhelming.
There is the 24-hour Super Stay by Maybelline that's actually pretty good too. But me, I change my lips a lot in a show, so they don't last. I wipe them off as soon as I put them on, within a couple of numbers, because like Reba has one color, Dolly has another color, Liza has another color, so it's really about, manipulating your face. And
well, as you go over all this, it's like kind of, it can be overwhelming.
It can be
to new people,
It can be, and
you try to make it as simple as possible.
That's why I've tried to make it as simple as possible. Follow your own cheekbones, your own bone structure, and it's art, so it's endless, and it's what you want. And remember, Bugs Bunny wasn't a girl until he put his lashes on, and I noticed you got lashes.
I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, if you line your eyes first and then put your lashes on, it's easier. You can contour and just do a line through here. You can do through here, but it's always better if you, like, I have no shadow on this. So this is my natural contour line right through here. I have little eyes. So what I do is I go above it, and then I go over this way.
And then whole shadow?
Yeah, for my contour. And then I put a little color into that sometimes, or I put the color on my eyelid. But it's always a light for me, because my eyes are really deep set and small. I always put either a white or a bisque here and up here, and then this is my contour color, like brown, black, or little pink mixed into there or whatever. And
That's
then I do
along
a
the- kind of like the
bolder
ridge,
eyeliner.
kind of like the
Well,
line.
you can right on it, but I do it right above it to
Okay.
help open my eye up.
Oh,
more.
right, because like you said, it's small.
And sometimes I do it this way, sometimes. But the best thing to do is get a magazine, look at your favorite celebrity, the way they do their makeup, their eyes. Then if you like, let's say, Britney Spears' lips, try to copy her lips. You like, I don't know, Beyonce's eyes, try to copy her eyes. But it's makeup. It's a lot of makeup. And the less it shows, the more
better.
makeup it is.
Right. That makes
People,
total
it takes a
sense.
lot more makeup to look natural than it does softer. Now, makeup, this when you watch these commercials and they say, I have no makeup on. And you're like, And you can tell they have a face full of foundation on. Foundation is not makeup. Makeup is e.l.f. Eyes, lips, and cheeks. Or eyes, lips, and eyes. Eyes, lips, and cheeks.
Right.
And e.l.f. is face. They say face, so
face, yeah.
blush is considered part of the face.
Right.
So, but it's your blush, it's your eyeshadow, and it's your lipstick. That's technically makeup. Foundation's not makeup. It's a foundation. But that's the way they get around it.
Right, of course. Everybody's got tricks to do that.
Yeah. So, but anyway, questions, more questions.
See, as I sweat, I see that I feel like that's all coming
So
out.
it is, because you're not going thicker with your foundation. You're trying to go really light. So the secret is do your makeup where your beard is, the heaviest through here, and blend out. And then if you have really good skin and no dark circles, you can just blend it all up. But a little bit lighter foundation through here and through here. And then on your eyelids, of course.
Right.
And then blend all of that together. Take this heaviest part and then blend all of that together.
Okay.
But highlighting is extremely, extremely important. And you don't want anything overly matte, and you don't want anything overly not matte. Now, if you have very oily skin, matte. If you have very dry skin, then you want a little bit of a sheen, but you still don't want a face full of bacon. A little bit goes a long way.
Right.
So, and especially on camera and in film, matte always looks a little better.
Right.
But I do like that where it looks natural, like you don't have any foundation on. It takes a little longer to do that, and a lot more blending.
Right.
So
yeah, it's a process. You got to keep working on it.
It is. So we have 2 people left here. So we're going to close out here in a minute. Excuse me. I'm going to Mesquite tonight.
Yeah. What time is that for?
We start right at 9, but the funny thing, it goes from 9 to 2, but the show's only from 9 to I think probably 11 or 12, somewhere in there. But it's a big party. It's $20 to get in. All the money goes for the youth. The other thing is next Friday.
What time is that? What did you call it? The
Fanciest Fuck Show?
Fanciest Fuck Show. What time
I have to be there at 10. We started at 11. So we have Coronation that's going to be there. Plus most of the tables are, I think all the tables are sold out now.
Oh, so you can't even, if you're not.
You can get in, but you're not going to be able to necessarily sit at a table, maybe at the bar or maybe standing. It is packed. And it is the event to go to. It really is. And then the
parking will be a bitch.
Then the Friday before Christmas, I booked it, but she hasn't advertised it yet. So we'll see if she remembers me. I'm performing in the Firestarter show at 8 p.m. I could have worked this week, Saturday with Kiska. Today with Kiska, but I'm going to Mesquite. And then I'm doing the Christmas Eve show with Jim, aka Norma. And the 17th, I'm doing that fundraiser for the youth. For Colorado.
Then all the costumes you're making for everybody else.
I know. It's been a lot of sewing, a lot of gluing and sewing, more sewing than gluing.
That's all good.
So I love doing all of that. And I'm doing the Grinch, a female Grinch on Christmas Eve. So
for you?
Yeah, for me. So I ordered these gloves. I didn't have time to make them, but these were the better gloves because I've seen the others because these hang down. In that cute, Mrs. Grinch. And then I didn't want to be hairy all over. So I could have made these, but I couldn't find this color fabric to match the gloves. So I'm doing these green these
Those
green.
are cool.
Yeah, aren't they the
They're
coolest
stretchy,
thing?
they'll be perfect.
Yeah, they're perfect. I got them off of Amazon. And then I'm doing the Santa suit that has a hood. And then I'm doing white gloves and white cuffs. I have these fur cuffs that I did. And then I have the Grinch shoe that it has a little bell on the end of it. It's just
right, yeah.
stupid.
The
Then I'm
Grinch.
doing my face, but I'm probably going to do that last because of all the makeup changes. He's wanting me to do Dolly, and I'm like, I don't want to do it because it's such major changing, and I have to go through a lot for Dolly, and I'm still too heavy for her, and I overthink her. I love her,
I know.
but it's just a lot more work. So I'm doing I will be doing Reba Christmas music. I love Reba, as you know, and I can look a lot more like her than others. But I did Marilyn Monroe for like 30 years. And I was like one of the top lookalikes for her, and she's finally out of my system. And I did Dolly for like 30 some years too. Oh, great, Michelle. I would love to see you. I'm so glad you're doing better. She had her eyes and stuff done. Well, that sounds fun, Glad fan. So look me up when you're here. Definitely. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but I'm really super excited about the fancy party. I've done some major stuff. Now I went to design school, but I don't consider myself in a category by any means, as there's two of them. So my friend Amy Lamb, she does makeup also. Her mother's a designer and sells her designs. Incredible, absolutely incredible. So she made all these jackets, and then they have faces on the back that kind of reminds you of something from the 80s, kind of like a Nagel, if you remember that artist. Nagel, he was the one with the rainbow eye. It was a white face, and it was just lips and then the eye. Remember those posters?
Yeah,
I had an original. I wish I'd never gotten rid of it. It's worth a fortune now. But anyway, but I do have an original Milton Green Marilyn Monroe where she has two moles here that they always airbrushed out in her pictures and covered up with makeup, and I have it untouched. Have it at my house. So original, a friend of mine gave it to me.
Wow, it probably worth something too.
Yeah, we got really mad at each other. I threw his money back in his face because he was being an asshole. I said, I never want to see you take your money. I mean, no, he really was. It was just like what was supposed to be an hour turned out to be 7 hours. And he just kept wanting to go and go and go. And when I said something, it just kind of escalated. But we apologized years ago. He comes and sees me all the time. Cool. But he sent this picture as an apology.
Nice.
And
Michelle says she has 2 of those Diane Lamb jackets.
Yeah, they're wonderful, aren't they? And so she's going to have those in the show. And then Justin, aka Judy Vines, he used to do drag, but he hasn't in years. He's beautiful. He does all types of stuff. He does wedding dresses, and he went to design school. And I don't know, he's really good at what he does, but I know he's been trying to sell his stuff. I don't know if he actually is, or if it's just hit and miss, because I did that for a while, and it's hard. It's really hard. And people are pickier with designs than they are when you style their hair. But everything I went to school for all ties together. And but I prefer costuming over fashion. I like my costumes to where you can still wear them, like out to a club. But I I did what would be considered over the top cheesy type stuff with some of the bras and stuff. I was doing the bras before Selena, the singer, the Mexican American singer. She did bras. I was doing that way before she was doing it. But I was doing them out of Mardi Gras beads and doing all of that. It was fun. It made the bras real heavy, and I would make the bra and then go in and do all of that.
And to bedazzle.
Yeah, I used to sew, but then I do a little glue, and then I do a sew, and it never comes off.
Right.
And the E6000 you can dry clean, but I still sew. I still do a little stitch
just to hold it there.
To just make sure. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go. I've got to get home so I can pack and get ready to go to Mesquite. And we thank everyone for coming in. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
I hope to see you next week. I think Mika will be back next week. I think I pissed her off. I can't remember. Or pissed Vanessa off when I said what I said about we're never going to be actual females. I don't know. Right. I'm assuming because she got up and left when I said that. and then I don't know.
She'll come back.
I don't really care.
Got to work it out. That's all.
No, I don't. I'm not fighting with her or anything. I'm not, nothing like that. But my roommate had brought that up with me, and I'm like, it may not be that at all, but I really don't care. If you can't take your sister saying you're a fucking dude, you can't take the real world then. I think everyone has a right to do whatever they want, but as I was saying,
absolutely, you don't hurt anybody else.
It doesn't matter in the long run about any of that. I know I live in a fantasy world, but I like those big dicks.
Fantasy's nice.
I like those big dicks. Anyway, thank you, and y'all have a great day. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Cool. Yeah, make